Hello, and thanks again for joining us with the Street Herbalist. My name is Laurel Honey, and people always ask me, well, what are your credentials? And I have to say, well, I'm a mongrel dog. I have no papers, but I have raised 5 children without having to see a doctor until one of them was about 28. She contracted a very dangerous parasite in Honduras. Doing medical missionary work, she came home. I didn't think we had enough time to do a holistic approach because she only had a couple of months stateside, and so we opted out for the medicine. But that was the only time we had to do that. It was an emergency. So you can heal anything, I believe, except a broken leg or something like that. But I always tell my kids, if I'm in a car accident, take me to the hospital, but if I'm sick, take me home. So today we're going to show you 2 powerful natural antibiotics. I will put this stuff against penicillin any day. Our first recipe is called Fire Cider, and my daughter actually makes this for the family. And it's just, it has an apple cider vinegar base, and then it has some very powerful antibacterial, antimicrobial, antioxidant plants that we're going to put in there and let this kind of macerate for about a month. And I have never seen this not work at all. I mean, the minute you feel like you're getting sick, a tablespoon of that it'll light you up because it's hot, but it'll open your sinuses. You can feel it going up into your ears. It's just disinfecting everything. So we're going to start out with horseradish root. And anybody who's ever eaten horseradish knows the minute you put a little bit of horseradish in your mouth, sinuses open. You can feel it in your ears. You can feel it all down through your lungs. Very powerful vascular dilator. And again, when you're sick, you want that blood getting oxygen and nutrients to your cells, and you want waste removed quicker. So to keep your blood vessels, functioning and working at their optimum, that's a good thing. So we're going to put about a half a cup of horseradish in here, and we want another about a half a cup of ginger. And again, ginger is antimicrobial, antibacterial. Again, the very powerful blood vessel dilator, and excellent for just great antioxidant, excellent for knocking out anything that's trying to get in you. Then you can use any kind of hot pepper. Now, that was a half a cup of each. I'm making a small recipe. My daughter makes the bigger sizes, but we're doing a small recipe. And then we're going to put an onion in here. I'm going to use a half an onion, but because I forgot I needed some onion for my other recipe, and I only brought 1 onion. I don't know why. So I'm going to put just a half an onion in this one, but you can put as much or as little of any of these ingredients. Once you taste it, you may say, oh, I don't like that flavor. I'm going to cut back on that the next time. So we're going to slice this up. Now, if you would shred this, if you want to shred this, it will speed up the time it takes to make it. I did not bring a shredder here to the facility that we're using, and so I'm cutting. And it's fine because it'll just take a little bit longer, but it'll still be good. So we got our onion in there. And then we're going to put any kind of a hot pepper, habanero, jalapeno, cayenne, whatever. We got some habaneros here. And just cut and that's why the plastic gloves, because you don't want to be handling peppers and then accidentally put your fingers in your eyes or anywhere else, because it will sting. Now, it doesn't do damage. It's not actually destroying tissue or anything, but it just hurts like the devil. So we're going to put several of these in here, and again, as many or as little as you like. Once you try the recipe, you can decide, how many more or less you want. Some people really like hot stuff. My son he's tasted I think it was the hottest pepper in the world. I don't know, it's some kind of deadly thing. And he said, I just got to try it. So He did. Okay, so we're going to put a couple of habaneros. Now, we're going to put about, you can put anywhere from 5 to 10 cloves of garlic. Don't worry about the paper. Again, we're not eating this. And there's, some valuable components sometimes in the paper. I know in peanut papers there's some kind of a B vitamin. I'm trying to think what that is now. But so lots of times the paper on things has value. So, we're not going to worry about about peeling this, okay? And we've got to put a bunch of these. A couple of these are small, so I'm going to put, how many I put? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got about 6 or 7 here. Oh, I just cut the rubber glove. And then we're going to use, as a base, our vinegar. Now, I guess in the olden days, they'd dump alcohol over this. So the alcohol would make you certainly feel better if you were drinking that all day, but we don't want to encourage the use of alcohol. Okay, we're going to throw in a couple of cinnamon sticks. Again, I remember I said the last time, all of our kitchen herbs are antibacterial and antimicrobial in their action. You want to get the good Ceylon cinnamon. Most stores sell what they call bastard cinnamon. The prices are considerably cheaper for the bastard cinnamon, but you want the good cinnamon because it has less of the caustic oils that tend to kind of work on the negative side. I don't know if I can break this. Well, those just don't want to break. Okay. Well, we'll just put it in whole. Okay, a couple of cinnamon sticks. Now you can put you can finish this off any way you like. Cloves. Now, when I looked at that last video, I realized that I said clove, and I think a lot of people might have thought that I meant garlic when I said put this under your tongue. A clove of just a little clove seed under your tongue will actually prevent you from breathing in any kind of bacteria. I mean, it will even stop tuberculosis germs. And like I said, I had a doctor friend that used to do that when he had to examine people and he had to get close. He'd always have a clove of, or a seed of clove under his tongue. And just the vapors will literally keep a lot of germs from coming into your system. So you can put some cloves in there. I was trying to get rose hips. Now, if you have a rose bush, after the roses fall off, you'll notice there's little red either balls or they could be very elliptical. Those are packed with vitamin C. A cup of rose hips have more vitamin C than 144 oranges. But the rabbits got all the took all the rose hips off my bush. So I had no rose hips this morning. I could see the little footprints all around the bush, though. You could put elderberries in here. Remember we talked about elderberries. There's a product now on the market called Sambucol. And you can just buy this at Walmart. This is, I've had so many people, I've recommended this, and they said, I can't believe it. When I took that stuff, it just knocked it right out of me, colds or flus or whatever. So elderberries are very, very powerful medicine. If you don't have hot peppers, you can get, some hot pepper flakes and put it in there. I was looking for fresh turmeric root. None of our stores had it this morning. So we're just going to put maybe about a teaspoon of turmeric in there. Again, antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, vasodilator. These are all have the same kind of an action. And if you use cayenne, and I did not bring cayenne. I usually like to put a little bit of cayenne in here because cayenne acts as a kind of an enhancer. If you take any herb with cayenne, it magnifies the effect, okay? So then all we're going to do is now, you can get the Bragg's liquid aminos. I made my own apple cider vinegar. You can see it's still got the mother in it, which is kind of this goopy stuff that everybody says, ooh, what is that? But that's good. That's a good sign. So we're going to just cover that up and make sure that the plants are completely covered. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is actually use this lid because I forgot to bring the other plastic lid. You don't want to put a metal lid on this because the acid from the vinegar might eat the lid. So you're just going to put the lid on there. You're going to shake that up. You're going to put that in your closet. Cool, dark. want you to let us know if you're watching. So if you can push the like button and subscribe. And have you had any comments? We'll be glad to try to answer your questions. So keep up with us, and thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time.